In our previous tutorials, we learnt about IIQ, the purpose of IIQ, and how to install IIQ in your local desktop or laptop. And also we learnt about the authoritative sources. We onboarded an application which was based on delimited file. We learned what is identity mapping, filter. We saw quite a few rules. We understood about debug pages, Java docs. So today we will do onboarding of a new application which is Active Directory, in short AD. I already have AD with me. I am running that on VMware and I am using Windows Server 2012 R2 for that. So let me go to the Windows Server, and you can see this is my Windows Server 2012, and the domain name is news.com, and it has a users CN users, and I have also created few groups in it, like finance, like reader, writer, and technician. Also I have added all the INTs into it, like Akash, Jane, John, Raj. So all those INTs which we had in our auth file of news HR, all those accounts I have added in my Active Directory. So now we will try to log in, or we will try to connect to this Active Directory. Before that, I will let you know that the IP address of this AD server is just a second, is ipconfig is 192.168.222.10. so this will be our IP for connecting to Windows Server and Active Directory. I am using an administrator account, so there is no issues of having permissions. So this user administrator has all the permissions. So let's get back to SailPoint IIQ. So let's say I want to keep a name AD for this application, and I will use SP admin as my owner of the application. And now in application type, I will select Active Directory Direct, and now you will see that we have few more tabs at the top, like configurations. So we don't need to, I will keep the default revoker, which will be SP admin. If you don't pass any revoker here, it's not a proxy application. And this is not an authoritative application, so I will not check this one. I will keep it as it is. I will quickly go to configuration tab. In the configuration tab, we have a sub tab called settings. In the settings, we see that we have something called IQ service. So IQ service is some agent which we will talk about little later, but just understand that IQ service is a exe file given by SailPoint IIQ, which has to be deployed or installed in the server, which has direct connection with AD. So IQ service basically enables SailPoint IIQ's application or connector, AD connector, to do the provisioning into Active Directory. So if your application has a purpose of just of reading or fetching accounts from Active Directory, then you don't need to have IQ service in place, or you don't need to install IQ service in the server. But if your AD has to write into, if your connector has to, or application has to write into AD or provision or create an account or modify an account, in that case you need to install IQ service exe file into your server, and that server should be directly should have connection with your Windows, your AD server. So for now we are just try to read from AD, that's why I will not install it, but we will do it little later in different tutorials, but for now we will keep it as it is. Now the next thing is we have to pass these details like forest configuration, forest name, global catalog server, user and password, and we will using simple authentication. We will not be using advanced authentication. We will not be using TLS. So just for demo I will be using simple authentication. So you can give any logical name in here, and the global server which we know that it is 192.168.222.10, I guess. Yes, this is the IP address of my AD server, and the next user, and I am using administrator. So this is the username and the password is this. So now I will click on this add and I will click on this discover. So this says that domain search successful for the forest news. It means it has got this domain, and the domain name, it has auto populated that DC is equal to news. So next, so this AD application, AD connector can be used for configuring Exchange as well as Skype, but for now we don't have Exchange, we don't want to configure Exchange, and we don't want to configure Skype also, but obviously we need to fill in these values, NetBIOS name, which is actually not important, because if you see in the tooltip, it is only required when you are integrating Security IQ. Security IQ is a different product of SailPoint IIQ, but still you can keep it or you can just delete it, not a problem, or I prefer to keep it. Then user is once again this, I will keep the user as it is. Password, I will supply the password, and the server is again 192.168.222.10. Now we don't have Exchange, so we will keep this Exchange configuration empty. I will quickly come down to accounts. In account we have user search scope. So now we have to understand that what is user search scope. So in which OU or in which object you want SailPoint to search for your user. So if you see my AD, all my users are present in this user. So I could have asked SailPoint to search in whole domain, in all the OUs of domain, but for sake of performance, I will tell SailPoint to only search into users, not in everywhere, because I know all my users are present in here. Okay, so I will just tell SailPoint to search in DC is equal to news and CN is equal to users. Again, in this users we have lots of objects like group. So but if you want to filter those users with something, then you can always put filters over here. So in production it is good to have filters if you want to focus on specific kind of users or specific kind of objects, so you can always search for those, but for demo purpose I am not going to put anything. And this is for the third column is for group membership. So if you can have multiple group memberships, so you can keep those in separated by semicolon, and whatever scope you want to write in for the group membership you can write in here. And again, this is for filtering the group membership. So this tooltip clearly says that this is for LDAP filter that defines scope for the group membership. So we don't need all these things. And in the group we have a different tab called group, and we also know that we have all the groups present in CN is equal to users and DC news. So I will keep on add here, keep this, and I will also click on add at this place for accounts. Now we don't have any contacts for now, contact object, so we will keep it as it is. Now I will do a test connection. So my test connection is successful. I will do a save for this application. Now we have two applications. One is HR news, which is authoritative and the type is delimited file, and the other application is AD. And if we do if we check the configuration, we have everything in place, that the test connection works. And so in next tutorial we will check about how to do account aggregation as well as how to do account correlation. So we will try it with simple attribute match, as well as we will try it with rules, and we will also see how to create new identities and what is the purpose of having create rule. So in the next tutorial we will see about all this. Have a good day.